Episode number 8. Crazy 8s, Tony.
Crazy 8. You know, I'm from 8th Street.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm from 8th Street in Crowley, Louisiana.
Okay.
Born and raised on 8th Street.
I love it. There's a real popular street in Miami that I used to, that was my stomping ground. Was Cayocha, was also 8th Street.
Yes.
And I was talking with my wife about the 8th Street Festival back in the day. It's pretty good. Crazy 8 is a number that is obviously impacted both of us.
Yes, definitely.
And I think the fans are going to love it too. You know what we're talking about this week on episode 8?
Episode 8 is about YouTube optimization.
YouTube optimization. Your tube. Your television network. We were having a conversation before the camera turned on about the granddaddy. I thought it was the granddaddy of social media. I was proven to be incorrect. Facebook, founded in February of 2004. Mm-hmm. YouTube, founded in February of 2005. The month of lovers, Black History Month.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Has given us two of the biggest, most prominent social media platforms of all time up until current date.
True.
Yeah?
True.
Shout out to YouTube. There are a bunch of creators on YouTube. And shout out to Meta and all those platforms. Meta is a multi-layered onion. So I think that optimization is going to require 3 or 4 episodes because each platform involved with Meta should have its own optimization. But so we were not talking about Meta today or this week. This week we're talking about YouTube.
Talking about
the Alphabet Boys.
The Alphabet.
The real Alphabet Boys.
For real.
Shout out to Google, the mother company.
Yes. And the new name.
Right.
Their new born name of Alphabet.
Alphabet.
Yes.
Yeah, for those who know. Yes. So shout out to the Alphabet Boys, the original Alphabet Boys, now they're the monster Alphabet Boys. But YouTube, why is it so important? What are some of the things?
So with the advent of video taking over.
Of content as well. Video creators, content creators. Hold on. Are you saying that video is the granddaddy term of content? Is that the OG term, video?
No. Photo would be, well, really no. Text would be the granddaddy of content.
Text?
Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
Twitter.
Scrolls, biblical scrolls.
A viral tweet.
Hieroglyphs, people painting on the walls.
Is the
social media. I was here. Shout out to my boys. They fought a dragon or something.
Follow me.
Yeah, and they painted it on the walls.
Yeah.
All right, but social media content-wise. Digital media.
Okay, let me walk back down.
Yeah, come on, good. Yeah, we were like BC. We were somewhere carbon dated. We hadn't even discovered fire.
Right. And so, but we're back. We're at YouTube.
Digital
media.
The
era of Soulja Boy.
Okay, yes. Perfect example. Great, I'm sorry. Great way to say it. I like that sweater. That's nice. That's not even... That's not a Walmart joint. What is this?
No, man, this was a gift from a very good friend of mine, man.
That's nice. Golden State, huh? I see you're very Stephen Curry-ish.
Well, you know.
Or are you, what's your boy's name? What's the other dude name? The bad there with him.
He gone.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. Clay.
Super
Clay. Big
Super
dog
Clay, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're definitely not Draymond Greener right now. You got your hat pimped to the back. I think you're more civil. If you were a little bit more aggressive, you'd be a little bit Draymond. I'm typically Draymond to your Steph Curry.
I'm going to spark this good...
Yeah.
This good leaf up.
Okay.
And we're going to get off of the NBA 1,000% and get to this YouTube.
Right.
Because the reason that I want to talk about YouTube, or I believe we should talk about YouTube, or we agree about it.
Yep.
Is because it's a platform been around 20 plus years.
It's one of the most important. I love it because it's one of the most important ones.
And as social media has kind of taken over the minds and habits and propensities of the people.
Right.
YouTube has been able to elevate and keep pace. What's this? Transform.
One of the biggest influencers in the world is MrBeast, and he's a star of YouTube.
Did you just see his viral
Psy.
clip?
Remember Psy? Psy went crazy doing the Gangnam Style? That was via YouTube.
I just saw a post from him on Instagram that was just so amazing. Drip. Where he said that his best Instagram post...
Come on, man, was where he didn't talk. He talked to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
And he said, why? Why, OG?
Because it's a global.
Because the majority of people on there don't speak English. So it wasn't recommending based on language spoken in the video. Shout out to metadata and why your viral, your audio hashtag in your content is so important. Because the same way that these platforms and programs can scan to hear you say profanity, they also scan to hear you say words that they use to help trigger or influence their algorithm, if you will, OG. It's discoverability. And I think that's why YouTube optimization is so important.
And so what you're talking about right now, because you said audio hashtag. I don't want to correct
the viral hashtag. What is it?
I don't want to correct you. I just want to make sure anybody listening or watching understands that audio tag that Kingpin is talking about is at Instagram. So when you do any type of video content at IG or TikTok too, and when you go to post it, you can title your audio.
Yep.
Now, if your audio is to a trending sound, you can type that in there, whether Instagram knows it or not. Enough people tune into your content and view that, or anybody uses that sound puts you in the pool of all of the people who use that popular sound. So that you can get discovered by more people. At YouTube, it's a lot of similarities.
Yes.
That are, I don't want to call them more technical, but they're more upfront.
They're nuances.
Yeah, they're more.
That's why I love it. That's why I love YouTube. It gives me the ability to do so much more than just upload a video. If I can connect profiles to it, OG. If I have an OAC, and you'll talk about that in a second. I mean, let me sound like I know what I'm talking about. If I have an OAC, right, then that means, and I have access to some of my other platforms. I think we've talked about Bands in Town and Twitter and all those other guys in previous episodes. Then I can add these links, and ultimately the goal, I can have my merch for sale under my videos.
Yes.
I can have my ticket links for my events live.
Yes.
Or digital streaming events listed as well on my YouTube channel.
True.
I can do so much. I can connect my YouTube to music.youtube. Yes. I can connect my topic channel. I can connect my Vivo channel. So now I have a whole brand network. So YouTube optimization is really important, and I love it. It's one of my most favorite platforms.
For those artists that want to take advantage of a platform that directly pays you, you get paid from the music that you distribute through your distributor. You get a topic channel for that. That's the distributor's responsibility in providing YouTube your audio with the proper content ID to protect your rights.
There's a link for the official YouTube partners. I didn't know this because I went down a podcast journey at one time and trying to figure. Anyways, there's a link, and we'll share it in the description. I'll make sure we put it in the description where people can go in there and click the link and see all of the official YouTube members of the YouTube Partner Program, all the different aggregators and distributors that service content to them and they use. Really cool information to know, because who'd have thunk it? That it was so many platforms. You would only think that it's, 3 or 4 of the main guys, but it's just so much more that goes into it, man. Yes. Really, a lot.
Yes, definitely. And so when we're at YouTube, we talked about 1,000 streams in episode 7. And so we got qualifications or requirements at YouTube.
While you talk about that, I'm going to pull up YouTube and then open the studio because I want to do some screen sharing today because I have something funky to give away. I know you hate talking about the giveaways, but go on. Before I ruin your day and just take a whole left direction with the episode, finish telling them while I pull up YouTube. There's a whole bunch of Pacifics. Not Pacifics, that's the ocean. Specifics, right? Details. That's what we're talking about.
I hate that you just made me think about the fact of what I know you're going to give away today.
Well, you think you know what I'm going to give away.
Okay, I know.
You have no idea.
The idea, I've seen a glimpse, sir, into a particular document that you're working on.
Well, you do happen to, you be eye hustling. Is there such a thing as eye hustling? Can you be ear hustling when you be in offices and stuff? You ever been to somewhere in a car with somebody and they just having a whole conversation and you're over there on your phone, but you just ear hustling, you paying attention? Is there such thing as eye hustling? I think they have those screens in Asia, in the video game cafes. They have those little, it's like a screen blur they put on so the gamers, so they can't be eye hustling.
The people tuned in, they don't know that we operate in full transparency.
Of course.
So you happen to be working on a document that I happen to see.
Yeah.
And so I had an idea of what you want to give away. Now, but talking about the YouTube optimization, while you go pull up the YouTube studio, you have pieces and parts of your YouTube channel that help you get discovered.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people, when you set up your YouTube, and you might put a couple of links in there, short description, some things artists overlook, and teams sometimes overlook those channel tags. They're important. Go ahead on and run over to ChatGPT or Claude and get you some ideas, do some searches, look at some other people's videos, see if you can see their tags. We use a tool that lets us see whatever tags you got in your video. So we see the videos.
It's not a military secret. All the stuff that you guys think is overlooked by the people that know how to look for it have access to the programs and platforms that help kind of, like an x-ray machine.
Yes.
I'm able to see beyond the surface, and that matters to me because we live in a business that's based on discoverability.
Right.
That until an artist is in that, goes beyond the awareness phase where people have discovered them and now they're showing interest and then desire and then ultimately action, they have to funnel down. And I think knowing how all of the different ways, I think I was talking about that with one of our guests here that's in studio off camera, is that I know which channels on YouTube are optimized now that I know what to look and listen for. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll throw on a YouTube video for background noise and I can tell which channels are optimized because I'll never leave that channel.
Bing.
I'll just click, I'll go from video to video to video to video to video, and it'll just take me on a forever progression. Versus sometimes where I'll go to my favorite artist channel, throw on a video and expect to hear their music. And as soon as that video is over, phew, I'm somewhere completely different.
The YouTube connectivity for SEO is amazing.
Ridiculous.
It's amazing. Shout out to the YouTube music team, Rachie Baby, Tuma, Brittany B, all of those people over there. I don't remember every name.
Shout out to their technical team too, because we had brought them. They came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they did a YouTube Avenues.
Yes.
And they had a YouTube desk.
Yes. And
Kingpin, being the jerk that he is, went right up to. I waited in line. I was very polite. And I had my list of concerns and questions.
I remember that day.
Remember that? And they ended up getting back in touch with us, and they ended up correcting some of these issues.
Yes, they implemented into their system new processes that eliminated those issues that certain artists that we work with were having.
Correct.
They definitely did.
And it was like a commonality, and it was like kind of like a glitch in the matrix that kind of nobody really stumbled upon, if you will.
And at YouTube, distribution. If you don't have a strong distributor, if you don't have a distributor that directly communicates with YouTube on your behalf, you're going to have to find you a YouTube representative to have a conversation with. You're going to have to hit that help button, hit that support button, not just listen to us. You can have the conversations with them on what you should do, particularly for your channel, based on where you are in your career. We can help you with it, of course.
I think the YouTube best practices are observed by watching some of the more popular channels on YouTube, because I think those channels have accomplished what most television networks or big movie studios are envious of, is they've managed to build a community of followers that are actively engaged. Your boy Outdoor Boys was doing episodes every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Like, you could look forward to him going out and exploring the wilderness of Alaska. I never wanted to go logging a day in my life, still don't. Right. But I love watching this guy go out here and man versus the elements, and he enjoys himself. It's the wildest thing that I watch other people work on my time off. But I say all that to say this, is that there are channels like I watch a cooking channel where your boy doesn't speak no English. If you guys know the name of his channel, drop it in the comments. He comes out with the Supid. He's like from Uzbekistan or something, right? Wildest thing ever. Channel starts off, he's in the mountains. It's all ambiance. He shows you the dog running around. He shows you some birds or whatever. At the first, he has a big exaggerated thumbnail. I'm cooking a camel. He cooked a camel on YouTube. Listen, he gets it, he seasons it right, he roasts it all up, and then he feeds the community. It's like 15 little kids.
What did he season the camel with?
Just all kinds of spices and herbs. He's got like a waterfall he built in his house. It's real funky. I say all that to say it keeps me engaged. He doesn't say a word, OG. He doesn't say a word. He comes out there and he goes, he tasted Supid, right? Then you got guys like the slow-mo guys that they take and they partner with other YouTubers, Kentucky Ballistics, and shoot guns and, study them. They call it science. It's an amazing thing. People like Mark Rober, former NASA engineer, now does content. Like all of these people, they've mastered one thing, OG, not only being entertaining, but creating community-worthy content. Right. And I think YouTube optimization for our independent artists, for our independent filmmakers, for our independent brands, creators is essential to cracking the code. Because I think it's like 1,000, bless you. I want to say it's like 1,000 hours or 100 hours of YouTube video are uploaded every second. It's some ridiculous, ungodly number because it's global. It's all over the world, and not everybody speaks English.
I used to keep up with that stat. It just got astronomical.
Yeah.
During the last couple of years, it's just so much, because there's no barrier to create
for entry. There's no barrier for entry. Email address.
You can actually, for most people, YouTube, for some people and some artists, YouTube is a place to house their videos. YouTube is much more than a place to house your video.
Right.
YouTube is a community, a platform that rivals your biggest social media platform.
Yes.
It's as big as...
your favorite DSP.
Definitely is bigger.
Bigger than your favorite DSP.
The only thing that's bigger than YouTube is Facebook and its daddy.
Right.
And Facebook and YouTube go back to back with their popularity.
I think TikTok and YouTube had, in ads, I just seen an article that came out. And, again, I love sharing all this stuff. So if you guys want access to this stuff, I don't ever delete any of these important articles. I keep them. So if you guys want the link, let me know. But I just seen an article where they were talking about how TikTok had made like 36 billion or something, 3.6 billion or something, some abysmal number in ad sales, or 36 million in ad sales in the US in comparison to YouTube's 34 million.
Yeah.
But YouTube also had some unspecified streams. And I think there are more ways that creators can connect and monetize their YouTube channel. So, I think all of that stuff is not factored in, because some of the bigger YouTube channels like Blacktail Studios or that do woodworking and give away the stuff, they have sponsors, and some of them sponsor themselves, and then you have people like Chiseled Adonis, who does the comedy ones. He always has a different food sponsor in between, or Ray Buds or something. So all of these different people are making different kind of money, and I'm sure not all of that stuff is factored into what YouTube was able to make with ads and things of that nature, but 34 million to 36 million, nothing to frown up at, my brother.
Right.
Big money.
The thing about TikTok and YouTube is that they're competitors in video platforms, and the way they're not competitors for SEO, because more people use TikTok than Google for searching. So YouTube is working their SEO, this algorithm, that for this choreography, that when you put your tags in your channel,
right,
and you put your tags for your video,
right,
and then you describe your video,
right,
and put a few links in there.
That's the YouTube optimization. So that's what I'm going to give away the cheat sheet.
I got an idea that does what
I'm giving away the cheat sheet. This week is the YouTube optimization cheat sheet. I'm giving away. I'm giving away. This is what I want them to do. Right?
Time out.
Come on.
Salute to Ryan Glover.
Yeah, salute to WeAreRGM. Check the hat, man. WeAreRGM, man. Salute to one of the distributors that not only we support and we stamp, but me personally, Kingpin, I stand behind 1,000%. The only distributor, and I'm not saying this lightly, the only distributor that I've found in all of my recent travels to help me accomplish and resolve some of the issues that I've been able to solve for some of the most popular and biggest names in rap music has been with the help of Ryan Glover and WeAreRGM. No cap added, OG.
Zero cap.
Zero cap added. One of the most committed individuals that I've ever met on the distribution side. The only distributor, may I add, that's going to register your music for global collections once it's uploaded. I don't know any other one that does it.
Got you. And I'm going to not add a small shout out to my partner, because I'm rocking with our buddy
Cody
over there.
Come on, man. Organic. This is a distributor that we have access to intimately.
Well, I'm saying,
right? Cody's access is different.
Allow me to say, we just haven't solved any problems with Cody.
Yes. Cody is the problem solver. He hasn't needed us. The people that Cody has are already running full steam ahead. Those guys are getting plaques. They're hanging up on the wall. WeAreRGM is just like us. These are guys that came in the game swinging, and they want to help the indies get to the next level. A place like Organic, you're doing action, you're doing numbers. These guys can get you to exactly who you need and beyond, right? Yes. Press releases, playlist pitching, editorials, media outlets, radio runs, market visits, you name it, they can facilitate it. And I like to throw in the other shameless plug too that they do is authentication of merchandise. God forbid any one of our artists decide to do a limited run of vinyl records. I know who to take them to get these records authenticated, to get the autographs authenticated so that this now has some value. Shout out to Cody at Organic, bro. I'm talking about solving problems. WeAreRGM. You see why I'm wearing the crown today?
Right.
I'm feeling like a king, man.
Right.
WeAreRGM.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm working with. Yeah. And they've helped me solve a lot of problems with YouTube. And that's why I'm so adamant. That's why I was so excited about this one, because from topic channels, OG artists that have created, and shout out to DistroKid, I love what you guys do. But if somebody released a record on DistroKid and they have not merged their catalog over and then just switched distributors and uploaded a record without doing any of the connection issues that they had, it's going to be impossible to correct unless you have a distributor like Organic or like WeAreRGM that knows who to contact to address the problem and offers a solution because they've recently resolved.
With your YouTube, you don't see your earnings.
Right.
You don't see no earnings. It's you're a person that does shorts. You shoot lifestyle shorts, your morning walks. You're a person who models your content after La Russell.
Okay.
So you
shout out to La Russell.
Salute La Russell for proving the point.
Yeah.
He proves the point. It's like
videos are definitely optimized.
Lifted a heavy cloud from over my head.
Right.
By actually getting out and doing it.
Yes.
So
actively gets out there, gets to the cities early, goes out, records content like he's home in the cities.
Yes.
Gets to the venue early, interacts with the people that are there for the VIP, the interaction early, interacts with them, does the show. Really, really great example, OG.
He's the proof that the love exists.
Yeah.
For the art.
Right.
For those creators that wonder if the love exists because there's a barrier digitally to the people. And that's what we're talking about with the YouTube optimization. And so, small shameless plug, rfsoul.com. You can go to services. You can just buy a YouTube optimization and we'll do it all for you. It's not that expensive. However, if you want to do it yourself, we always suggest
that's what the cheat sheet is for. If you want to do it yourself, if you want to give it a stab at it, if you have any of the aforementioned issues, then a YouTube optimization is the first step. It's not going to be the solution. There are so many different possible variations as to why you may not have access or you may have connectivity issues. But it's going to start with the very first thing. OG, I just signed up for YouTube. I'm going to drop my record. Okay, I just loaded my record to my distributor. I got a release date. It's 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out. I've been listening to the podcast. I set it for a month away. And I was told I got to optimize all my platforms. I got my pen and paper ready. My computer's opened up. I want to sign in for YouTube right now. What's the first thing I need to do when I sign up for YouTube and I get my account? How do I start optimizing? What's the first thing that you would do? I'd tell you what I would do first if you don't mind me saying. I'm going to make a brand channel first.
Okay. Just stop. Right.
Off top.
Just stop right there because I need to say this.
Come on.
Before you get into that.
Come on.
Because there's a choreography.
Yes.
A two-step.
There's a dance.
And of course, the way that we sell it, the way that we do it is based on direct communication with YouTube and distributors and a whole bunch of different people that have assisted artists in getting seen and heard by people around the world.
Yeah, man. Shout out to people like Dovely. Fly like Dove.
I'm not going to give no whole bunch of shout outs because I'm going to forget somebody and get cussed out. Definitely salute Fly like Dove. And so you put a whole bunch of names in my mind that I can't shout them all out because I'm going to forget somebody.
I know.
So
I throw them off sometimes. It'd be like that.
It's all good. And I'm glancing at these other numbers, these ads and these YouTube numbers right quick.
But we can't even talk about the ads account. I just set up my YouTube.
Okay, so boom. You just, excuse me for that. So you just set up your YouTube, you're logging in. The one thing I want to say before you go through the proper choreography and give that game away.
All right.
Amazing. I like the fact that you can, because I still to this day have to follow back and forth with my notes and my checklist on the optimization. And I help write the checklist.
Yes. You help create it. You're like the founder of it, kind of, one of the co-writers of the scripture.
Right. So in that context, I still go back and forth.
Right.
Because I'll forget steps and I'll miss steps.
Right.
What I wanted to say, not to talk too long, is that if you do this yourself, if you try this yourself and you get 20, 30% done, 15% done, don't be discouraged. You can always circle back and pick up where you left off. Because some of these pieces are going to require you to send an email that you don't get an immediate response.
Correct. And having all of this information done is going to facilitate that email being opened, being reviewed, and then being properly replied to in a timely manner moving forward. If you contact YouTube enough, you'll see what time you get replies back. It's typically 1 or 2 in the morning. But I'm not going to, it depends on time zone, but typically 1 or 2 a.m. Anyways, I just created a YouTube channel. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and first thing you do not give your name a vanity channel. Okay. First thing you do when you log in, it's going to tell you, set up your channel. Do not add your vanity channel first because we're going to create a brand channel we're going to create this original channel that's going to be linked to our Gmail account, okay? I'm going to go into my YouTube settings. The link to how to do this is going to be in the description of the video. I watch this video every single time. The information does not change. It's not mine. I have found a creator that has explained this process to me, and it's going to be included in the comments. What you got?
Stop. The brand channel.
Yes.
What is the significance of the brand channel? We deal with the artist industry, the artist being a brand.
Yes.
And the artist's assets and creations being products and also hooks to draw people in.
Correct.
Now, the brand channel. What's different between the brand channel and the regular channel?
Knowing what I know, I'm going to give you a quick one and then kind of a reverse engineer. The brand channel allows me to house all of the different YouTube networks under one umbrella and operate as a brand.
Tell me the different YouTube networks again. I forgot.
You have Vivo, music.youtube, Topic, and YouTube as a whole. So those are 4 different networks within. Vivo and Topic are connected inside of YouTube. So every time you upload a song at midnight, it gets added to the Topic page, a video is created and all that stuff. You can circumvent that process by creating your own and uploading your own. Your Vivo is created when you have your music distribution. So when you set your music video up, like video, not DistroKid, DistroVid, right? Shout out to DistroKid, one of the only do-it-yourself platforms that allows you to upload and distribute your videos so that you can sell them. That's how you'll want to get your videos up. 9 times out of 10, even the independent distributors, they charge a fee for that, OG, because that content has to be written a certain way so that it can get processed and then added to Apple and Tidal and the rest of them. YouTube or Vivo is one of those networks. And then music.youtube is simply that. It's YouTube's music division of their platform, because I think we've discussed this in one of the previous episodes. It's like the number one, DSP, and definitely one of the number ones for discovery, but arguably in the top 5 of the DSPs for music-wise, right, because of the access, cross-platform pollination, if you will, where you can go to music.youtube and use that sound to create a video, and then that video from your page will show up on that one. And it's just a nice choreography. So you'll want to have all that connected before you get an OAC, official artist channel.
Okay, hold up. Now, the Topic channel comes from your distributor.
Correct.
It just pops up. It's got that orange banner, your picture, and your song.
Correct.
No description, no
nothing,
no tags, no nothing. So once you do distribute a few songs, which you should also upload to your own YouTube channel with the
that's part of the optimization. Don't give them that yet. Hold on. Just
okay. Boom. So once you get into the official artist channel, that's just the part I want to get to. The requirements is 3 official music videos.
Correct.
Right? Then once you got
linked to 3 releases,
3 official. So the music comes out, it pops up on the Topic channel.
Yes.
Boom, that choreography happens that you're going to talk about.
Yes.
As our music videos come out, on the 3rd one, we can go on and hit our distributor and say, hey, we want our OAC, or do we hit YouTube and say, hey, can we get our OAC?
It used to be able to request it yourself. Okay. Now now is a distributor-driven process. Yes. So now that's where platforms like DistroKid become so valuable, because inside of DistroKid, you can actually connect your YouTube channel. As long as you're logged into your YouTube, when you upload your music, you can connect your YouTube channel. Do not connect your music channel until you have made your channel a brand channel. Creating a music channel is a priority. So you do not want to not make your channel deactivate it from being a music channel to make it a brand channel and then try to re-request official artist channel. It's not going to work. The choreography is going to be thrown off. So this is before you go ahead and connect anything. Logging into YouTube, do not create the vanity. YouTube.com. I'm going to give you the brief step. Once you've logged in there, you go to YouTube or youtube.com/account. Go to your detail settings and follow the steps. They're going to be exactly detailed in the video below. It's one of the best things that I've ever found to help me, and it still helps me to this day. And that's why I would love to share it forward, because I think this creator found a way to give the world something that constantly gives back, because it's overlooked.
And once you have your brand channel, now, whenever you work with anybody, you can just give them brand access.
That leads me to the optimization, because that's one of the steps. Okay. So now that we've gotten in there, we've got our brand channel set up. We've requested it. And as soon as you set up the brand channel, it's going to ask you, do you want to delete this channel? Now, artist, if you already have an artist channel, if you already have a brand channel that someone set up for you and you do not know, before you delete that channel, I want you to go to your main profile and look to see if that picture note is next to your name. If that picture note is next to your name, disregard this entire process because you're going to delete your channel. We did that for one of the biggest cartoon channels in
I wasn't going to
YouTube.
trigger you with that.
Yeah, we did it by accident.
And so
the guy came, salute to Tuma for solving this problem for us. Oh my God. We deleted a page that had probably maybe 400 million views. One of the most, listen, it can happen to the best of us. And that's why we create these checklists to make sure that never happens again. So the step-by-step on how to set up the official artist channel, if you're setting up brand new from scratch and you've never set up a YouTube channel, or you set up a YouTube channel and you don't have access to it no more, but you never requested the OAC, this is what you would take to kind of muscle that. We're going to get it back.
So if I know if I have the OAC by the music note next to my name.
Right.
If I got the music note next to my name, that's a different process.
That's a different process. The official artist channel, now we have to figure out how to connect everything more. So you're not going to be restricted by the access you can limit, which is part of this optimization process.
So that's a part of where, like, when Wendy says the meal is prepared wrong.
Correct.
We're bringing the dessert first,
yes,
and then part of the salad, then this, and then the turkey's going to come last.
Correct.
And they're going to say it's a horrible meal.
Yes.
Because we're doing the choreography.
Out of order.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a proper way to do these things. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
That's what
the best way to do them.
Right. There's a best way. There's a way to do these things that make them work for you to get your money.
Amen.
At the end of the day.
Establish ownership.
Your goals may not have anything to do with money. Your goals may be to be seen more, to be heard more, to build a base there so you can start a Patreon, or just so that you can get off what you want to get off of your mind and out of your heart to the world. And just doing these simple steps along the way, you're going to make the music.
Hey, man, if you want to get that button that says 1 million plays or 500,000 subscribers or whatever it is, when you set up your Gmail account, you got to give them your address because they're going to send you a card that verifies you own that channel. And then you have to sign that it's in the back, right? So they can give you your stuff, right? There's just so much that goes involved to it. And setting up the brand channel is paramount to that because now I'm going to go through, I seen you looking at ads. You can't run ads on YouTube till you set up a Google Ads account, my boy.
Right.
Or you're going to pay somebody else for them to run ads on your behalf. And that means they get to make and spend all the money and all the decisions. And then they show you the screenshots of whatever it is they want you to see. Not necessarily the nefarious tactics or good, bad, whatever. They never give you nothing to measure, only the numbers to show you where they feel you want to see these increase in action or activity or streams. So this whole optimization process is paramount. And this all sparked from that graphic we seen that said all of the different ways creators can monetize YouTube, right? No, you know what nobody talks about? 2 requirements, two prerequisites: watch time and subscribers. The last episode was 1,000 because you used to have 1,000 subscribers. It's 500 now.
So let me say this. Let me say this before we do, because we're also overlooking the fact, or we haven't touched on the fact that YouTube is a community.
Correct.
It's just more than a place to post full videos and to post shorts. You definitely, a lot of artists, I noticed, overlook posting shorts. When shorts is your biggest discovery mechanism at YouTube.
Absolutely. They want you to post them. They share it more because they want to compete with the other platforms like TikTok and Instagram and everybody else.
You post on TikTok, you post on Instagram. Those same vertical videos fit at YouTube.
Yeah.
You can just upload them to YouTube. You can add it to your process.
Absolutely.
To upload those to YouTube.
And, if you really look at YouTube, YouTube is one of the only ones that when you start diving into your analytics, and this is why setting up your platform and optimizing it is going to give you the best glimpse of the real information, because you're really going to be able to add real links. You're really going to be able to add real end cards. You're going to be able to add playlists to which you can add descriptions to. You can add a description to your page, all of your settings,
okay, I want to
your
interrupt
tags.
you again.
Come on.
I want to interrupt you again because I want to talk about the YouTube community. All of these pieces that you're talking about doing inside of the posting of videos,
right,
is something that they can watch a video on. I'm pretty sure you're going to include it in the cheat sheet.
Absolutely.
And so the part, I just want to touch on the part that artists overlook, like posting to the community, the fact you can post multiple choice questions.
Polls.
You get polls.
Pictures.
upcoming songs, snippets, or unlisted links to people who are subscribed.
Yep. Yeah, because the unlisted link, anybody can watch it that has the link. So if you share it in your story, then you're allowing people in your, they're just called posts now. It's no longer community. The community tab has been renamed to post.
Excuse me.
Yes.
For not being currently abreast.
Hey man, that's all right. Social media evolves too fast. And that's why, OG, when somebody looks me in the face and they tell me they're an expert, Tony, I laugh. You can't be an expert. It evolves too fast. You're an expert on the old version of it. It's changed overnight, my boy.
You feel me? And I go through that with Google Ads. Google Ads just did a revamp 3 times over the last 2 years. They renamed all of the...
The truth is, OG, when you share your videos and you run advertisements in today's age, you have to pass the filter. You have to pass the bot that is there to make sure that you only see and get what's going to keep you on the app longer. So you have to bypass that. So it's like you have to get through the veil. You have to get through the screen on the other side. And even then, you're fighting with all of the other ads that were successful in getting on the other side. Everybody's fighting for those 26.9 hours a week that people have dedicated for extracurricular activities that are not including work or sleep, right? Everybody has 26 hours, give or take.
Is that back to the sperm analogy?
Back to the sperm analogy, my brother. One of you is going to make it to the promised land. The rest of you will die trying. And if those are the odds that I'm going to give myself, then I want to give myself every fighting chance to be successful. And the sooner I'm able to understand that I need 500 subscribers, I need 3,000 watch hours, right? Or 3 million shorts watch hours. The sooner I get to, it only surmountable if I think I have to get one video to get 3,000 watch hours. But every time I load a video, if that video was better than the one I posted before, the new person that's going to watch this video is going to go back to see the other one. And then if I post another video and that one is better than the one that was before, that was better than the one that was before, then that new person, you feel what I'm saying to you, OG, it's going to keep stacking. So because they're going to keep falling back.
So what happens? How do you overcome when this video doesn't do as good as the last one?
This is where you have to study, OG, and having optimization gives you the barometer. What is your constant? How does every video, you know that you're giving every video the same opportunity to grow?
So you're telling me basically that I'm supposed to just keep shooting?
Yes.
Just keep
shoot, get back on defense. Shoot, get back on crash the boards. You shoot, you should be getting back on defense, getting under to catch a rebound and get back on offense. If not, go back and play defense.
Okay.
Offense sells tickets. Defense wins championships.
So stay low, keep fine.
Come on, man. That's what we got to do.
Okay.
If we're trying to master shooting from the hip, then we got to shoot from the hip 1,000 times, OG, until we figure out what's the way we need to hold our elbow out or in so that we can get it out of the holster fast enough.
What if I want to snipe, though?
OG, then you have to lay down and snipe a certain way. You just can't move around and snipe from a rock or from a hill and say, oh, I'm going to take this out. OG, you got to find the right spot. You were in the military. Being a sniper requires a ghillie suit. Those guys make their ghillie suits. That's not one they go buy. A sniper makes it. He earns it. He goes out there and he finds the best way. His spotter, they learn how to communicate. They understand when. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube communities. Where the Reaper, right? He's done all these interviews and stuff. One of the most prolific snipers in American military history. Like, I watch all kinds of stuff. And I'm not necessarily saying that I'm a member of any particular community, but I'm a watcher of YouTube. 60% of the content that I consume on a regular basis is from the Alphabet Boys. Is YouTube-based content, OG. I'm watching somebody do a test, Tony. I'm watching somebody do a test, the Alphabet Boys. I'm watching somebody make content. I'm watching somebody make an experiment. I'm watching somebody cook. I get recipes. Just the other day, I made a Cuban dish for my family, watching one of the OGs cook. Shout out to Cocina con Fujita.
Okay.
I watched Dad get in there, put the hop into it. I watched it, put the hot. I called my dad and my uncle, do this, that, and the third. Bomb. It came out. My kids was like rotisserie style laying on the couch. Belly's full. They loved it. It was great, right? So YouTube is so much OG. And that's why, to me, it's one of the best platforms because I can upload my videos there. Here's the thing. Whatever I upload through the distributor is going to collect on.
Boom.
Whatever I upload building up into that, I'm going to collect on.
Yeah.
And that's why having this optimized is so important because one of the first things I do once I get optimized is I'm sending the link to my optimized channel to my distributor. And I'm saying, hey, I just loaded a song and I just uploaded my visualizer and my lyric video that I want to schedule to drop the day of my song and 7 days later. I want you to make sure that my channel don't get flagged for no copyright. So you may need to whitelist my channel so that I could use my own music in my own videos. And because I'm distributed, I'm not getting a strike against me because the music that I upload that's not being collected on by my distributor, that's audio that I owned. I had to learn that lesson from the WWE, the wrestlers. Yeah, we used the video. We were doing the Ghetto Nerds, remember?
Yeah.
And we used the video that had some audio from a wrestling match. But because that video was used and duplicated, WWE said, no, they didn't even flag us for the video. They flagged us for the audio used in the video.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because the audio, that's the content ID.
Yes, sir.
I challenge you. I double dog dare you. Me and OG had to learn this the other day. Whisper mode is not installed in this environment. For those of you that use AI, what does that mean to you? Drop it in the comments. Whisper mode is not installed in this environment. Whisper mode would be a program that you would have to install in your computer, which AI said, don't do it because it requires too much power and it'll melt your computer to be able to get a video and analyze the content of it and transcribe the audio. But there are apps that you could use in your phone to do that. Right? There's an app called Captions.
Right.
Here's a fun fact. If you take your video and you paid for the premium of Captions, you can upload your shorts into Captions. Then when you go in there, it's going to automatically give you the transcription inside the video. You go in there, it's going to get some word wrong. You may have slurred a word or, you ran two words together. I'm guilty of doing it. So you'll have to go in there and change some of that content. But when you export the video, then it goes to a new page. You can export that transcription, the text that you went in there and edited and add it.
In the caption file?
In the caption format? Yes, in the captions format. You could take it and then add it right into your YouTube video optimization.
With the timestamp.
Yes, sir. Ski. Great platforms to do it, but things that most people don't know to do, right? I've tried 1,000 ways to figure out how to get this stuff done, and these are the best ways. So first thing I'm going to do, OG, I'm going to open my screen real fast, and I'm going to share because I want the people to see this.
Show us something, King.
I bet.
Show us something. Man.
1 second, sir.
I need to be off the screen for a second anyway.
I bet. See here what we got going on, buddy. All right, so if you guys take a look at the screen, I apologize. I'd be slow because I'd be smoking and I'd be turtle pace. All right.
Turtle pace? You?
Man, I ain't got enough coffee in me right now.
That's not the description I would give for you, sir. Turtle face? Nah, that's not. Turtle pace? Nah.
All right, so what you guys are seeing right here is the actual monetization requirements in your YouTube studio. We're getting there. We just started our page, so I don't mind showing this.
Okay.
We're trying to get our subscribers right. We're trying to get our watch hours right, okay? This is the information, and this is what it tells you that you're able to do inside of YouTube. Your page ads, the eligibility, when you'll be eligible, all of those different things, and all of the different ways you can create money. How you got to, connect your merchandise, your shop. How you can sell subscriptions, sell stickers, the fan communities. I think we talked about it. Facebook just recently sent out an email saying that they're now offering the ability to rename artist and public figure communities.
Right.
So now if an artist like, I don't know, Eric Bellinger decided he wanted to rename his followers the E-Beers, he could.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to name your guys the Tonys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can name your audience the Tonys and they'll receive a badge. So it's pretty cool, kind of the personalization that you could do with community. And that's why I think you kept talking about it because that's just the trigger word right now. It's community building.
The reason I'm heavy on community, partially because of Wendy. And then also just because of watching, I'm big on the Russell still. That building a direct connection with your fan base, with your audience, is convincing when you're sincere. So it goes back to authenticity, which I 100% believe in, that the artist should be able to do what they believe in and find an audience that will support them in doing it.
But you got to do it enough. You got to post enough. It just can't be random. You can't do one and expect it to grow and navigate because it's going to get old.
Well, let's say I'll rephrase that to say instead of saying you can't do one and you can do what you want.
Absolutely.
Then your expectations of what you do should equal what you get.
Right. Nothing in, nothing out. So the YouTube generic optimization template. I see that you were logged in here as soon as we got in here. So you're definitely taking a look at it now. And this is just the basic information. OG, I'm going to go through. You guys can have this. The cheat sheets link is in the bottom. I want you guys to download this and open this. All right. And you're going to do this one time. All we got to do is one time. That's why I'm giving you this one away because you'll never say that that them two old guys didn't help you. All they did was yell at you. Contrary to popular belief, we help more people buy lunch than most people do all year. And this podcast is another proof of that. I want you to copy this, download it. Click the link, download it. When you do, open it up, save it in your Google Drive. All right? And you're going to add your information here. Now, you see where it says link tw.inog? I'm going to give him that one too. I know that's really
That's why I wanted to shout out
you
Ryan.
off.
That's why I wanted to shout out Ryan.
I know that's really going to upset you. For those of you guys that don't know this, whenever you add a link to your stories on Instagram or any of those different platforms, and somebody clicks on it, it opens that link inside of that app's browser. So if you want to watch that video and you click on it, open inside of YouTube, then it's going to open up inside of YouTube, right? Or if you click external browser, it won't open in YouTube. It's going to open on the web page, on your Safari or your Chrome or whatever your phone is. Link Twin allows you to add a link, create a link, make it a Link Twin link. And when they click on that, it automatically redirects inside of the YouTube app, which is great because 99.9% of the music that artists are putting out has explicit content in it. And the only way to get your views to count is if somebody is watching you from an account that says they're over 18. So by actually clicking that link, they open it inside of their actual YouTube browser.
It's not even, yes. They open it inside of their YouTube browser.
Yes.
And it's not even that much for the over 18 part.
Right.
I don't want to throw that part out because it's significant. The difference is that when they click the link, when a person clicks the link in your bio,
right,
that's a YouTube link. And that video starts showing. You're still in the social media platform.
Correct.
You're not in YouTube.
Yep.
So that view doesn't count.
At all. Zero.
For your money, for
nothing.
Charting, for your
For
flags.
YouTube to continue, for YouTube to continue suggesting more relatable content. There's no way it can even do that.
Just for the prospect of you getting what you earn. You Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, they just won't let you leave like that.
They don't want you to leave.
They don't just let you leave like that. You're having fun here. You're here. This is Hotel California. Optimally, you never leave.
It's my favorite song too, bro.
You look at all of the different content all across the internet inside of this platform, inside of TikTok, inside of Instagram. And so the option of you leaving to consume more on another platform is not
frowned upon.
It's not invited. And so there's a gate there. There's a decision for you to make.
That filter.
Link Twin takes away, it opens that gate.
They pick the lock.
So as soon as you click the link, when a person clicks, once you put your YouTube link in Link Twin, and you put that in your bio or in your link tree.
Convert the link, it's going to give you a Link Twin link. And then copy that link and add it to your information.
Boom. So when a person clicks your Link Twin link, it's going to open up the YouTube app.
Inside of YouTube, yep.
Inside of YouTube so that you get the credit for your view, the count goes for your distribution, your content ID, and all of these things for you to have value at YouTube as a platform for bringing traffic to the platform. Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, they don't just let you do that because you want to or you believe that you're doing it, that you're sending people there.
Right.
You're not sending people there. You're sending people to look out of the window.
Right.
At
hey, look what's available. Look what this guy did.
Over there at that other platform. Right. But you can't just send people.
Because you know what happens when you click the link in there? It says, warning, you're about to leave Instagram. That's kind of dirty pool. Warning, are you sure you're about to leave here? Your safe place, your Hotel California, warning.
This could be a spam link. You don't know what this is. You don't know what this is. This could be your Nigerian uncle.
Now, can I add an extra layer to your Link Twin? In this document, OG, I got the auto-subscribe link as well. It's the post fix. I want you guys to grab your channel URL. See the look on his face? I want you guys to grab the channel URL, and I want you to post it inside of your notes down here, and I want you to add that post fix to the end of that of your that little organization of words right there. I want you to add that.
Okay, man, look.
After your channel, and then I want you to make that your Link Twin link strictly for your YouTube channel. Because what's going to happen is when somebody clicks that link and YouTube opens up, if they haven't subscribed, it's going to ask them, do you want to subscribe, yes or no? And that 50-50 chance. So those are better odds than not having it up there and waiting for, what if you forgot to put your call to action in there? What if you didn't tell somebody to click and like and subscribe and do all of that? This is a way that you can do that. And may I add that opening inside of YouTube also allows my video to be added into the history that won't get pushed out for quite some time. If I watch YouTube, it's just going to go farther down into my history. So if somebody decides to say, man, what's that song I listened to on YouTube the other day? I can't remember the name of that joker. They can go into their YouTube history, whether they liked it or not, and go down and refine that video. So just another thing to add on of why YouTube optimization is so important.
Well,
and the link twin is so monster. I know that upset you, but you'll get over it.
No, it didn't upset me. I just wanted to chime in to the fact that the auto subscribe link didn't upset me at all. None of that upset me. None of that stuff upsets me because I don't get to use it enough anyway. I wanted to shout out Ryan at WeAreRGM because he's the one who put me on Link Twin. Number one, he put me on Link Twin.
I thought, you put me up on it. He put you up on it and you put me up on it.
Yeah, I got it from Ryan because I knew that's what was going on.
Yeah,
from day one, I looked at the charting requirements,
right,
from the industry,
right,
and so to count for charting, the view has to be
in app,
inside the app. If on mobile, it has to be from an individual signed in that's 18 or older.
That's right, and
they have to watch a certain amount of the video for that with the content ID audio in it.
Impressions now is run a little differently. YouTube sent out an email not too long ago where impressions now start as soon as the videos clicked on to give you that endorphin rush that TikTok was giving you where you feel like you're being seen by millions upon millions upon millions of people. So I get it. But at the end of the day, OG, unless they have that watch time and unless they have those minimum subscribers, they won't be able to do anything monetized on YouTube.
Well,
so the bottom line is optimization leads to monetization.
Once upon a time, Kingpin, I gave a hack away to an artist, to a friend of ours. And he worked this YouTube growth hack. And it served to get him over 100,000.
It's all in the description.
Not this hack right here.
That's why I cut this off. Because this is in the description. What you're giving away was given to you. Talk to the people. He gave you a hack. I want to hear it now. Because now you got me drooling and salivating.
I'm not giving away the hack because it doesn't work 100%. It was an experiment.
70% of the time it works every time. Shout out to Anchorman.
So, I can tell you that. I'll tell you the hack and the way it worked. And it's not even a hack. It was just an experiment.
Right.
That worked like a hack.
Right.
It went crazy. So, the piece was taking some viral video content.
Right.
Good video content that was trending in the trending section of YouTube and adding the artist's audio to it with a slight modification of the video.
Okay.
Whether it's a face in the video, whether it's a split-second intro, flash, whatever it is.
Right.
Repurposing this trending video content.
Right.
With the new audio.
Okay.
And then tagging that audio to the actual sound in YouTube and posting these as shorts consistently. 4 or 5 of them a day. And this dude channel went from 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 subscribers to 100K subscribers. When he went to get his plaque, though, for the 100K subscribers, YouTube told him, nah, you use too much repurposed content, bro. You don't have enough original content.
Yes.
Which was part of the hack. Was you could trick the algorithm with the repurposed content. You have to add in your own original pieces and parts at the same or greater pace than
definitely a greater pace. I think you said 6 weeks for a record.
Than the method. You can't just expect the method and the numbers. That's the part with the advertisements. Why I don't like to just run them for any artist that believes that they want to do numbers.
Right.
Because the advertisements will yield more subscribers. And the subscribers, they may not even remember subscribing.
Correct. And once they've subscribed, they'll never offer that to them again. They can click that link to it 1,000 times. It's just that whatever they need to be reminded, if they're a new one.
Once they subscribe, though, if you're consistent, then your videos show up in their feed whenever they're on YouTube.
Hey, man.
No matter what they're searching for.
Recommended.
As long as you're consistent, you will be shown to your subscribers.
And if you watch YouTube on TV at home, you'll notice, and check your YouTube after you get this, while you're watching this podcast. After this, go back out to your home screen. You're going to see a row of recommendation, a row of finish watching, and then underneath that is going to be a row of shorts. And then 2 more rows of things, maybe your subscribers or recently watched, and then another row of shorts. So it's kind of equal the amount, because you can only see a certain amount of videos per page the same way you can see a certain amount of shorts per row. So I think you can even see more shorts per row than you can see in the videos in their category. I think it's 3 videos to 4. But just to give you an example of the way that you can, I've seen it. YouTube now allows you to add A/B testing video thumbnails. You can add up to 3 of them. It's optimization. You need it. Don't listen to him. Listen to me on this one. When you upload a video, your music video, your audio video, all of those things, thumbnails have become the talk of the town when it comes to making sure that you optimize your channel. So video optimization is very important. Anyways, you can take and create up to 3 different thumbnails for one video. Why is that important? I saw it happen in real life. Mark Rober made a channel. He had one thumbnail. I scrolled it. I didn't click on the video. I went down, clicked on one video, came back, scrolled back up, same video, different thumbnail. I clicked on it. And then I realized I was like, but didn't this video have another thumbnail? And it happened in real time to where they're going to show you and suggest what they think you may like. And that's why adding multiple thumbnails gives you a better fighting chance. It's the same way of adding thumbnails to your images on Instagram, where you can add those captions. You can add thumbnails on your shorts, OG. You can add a specific picture from your TikTok video as the thumbnail for that video. What if you have your caption in there, and in the caption is the name of the song? That's a great way for you to capture that.
I'm not against you explaining all of this. It's just you're way deep in the woods, bro. This is not optimization, what you're doing right here. What you're talking about is beyond optimization. What is it? What you're talking about is curating for SEO. Optimization is getting all of this in place to get started, to see how it works.
Yes.
You're talking about the tweaks that come with getting this done and wanting to improve it. I'm not against you giving away the extras. You're just dropping the people off now in the middle of the woods with a compass, and they may not understand
That's how we learn.
Direction. Yeah, but everybody can't learn how we learn.
They got 5 more episodes to catch up.
Well, let's give them some time to catch up. I don't want to.
If I'm moving fast, I apologize. Catch up.
I don't want to be overly authoritarian about this.
Yeah.
Okay. This is something that people should learn and need to learn, and should really be anxious to learn. However, my experience.
Yeah. I told you I love YouTube. It's my favorite platform to work on. My favorite one, because I can do so much with it.
My experience leads me to believe that most artists are overlooked the majority. So I don't want to go too far deep into it. Not that I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that it matters to a lot of people. And we'll see
right
once this episode comes out.
And I guess that'll bring us to the Zenith. They can get the cheat sheets out of the description.
To do all of this stuff.
And more, they'll want to sign up for the Artist Academy. What's the Laylo for them? Laylo.com/Artist
Academy.
Boom. That's how you're going to sign up and get updates for the school. School dates are coming soon.
Yes.
Because summer is upon us, on the horizon. And we're going to be rolling before the summer, yeah?
I got to get enthusiastic about the Artist Academy.
Well, I want you to be like the teacher with the ruler. I don't want you to be enthusiastic.
I want to be enthusiastic, though, because I really want to help artists. I don't want to come across as some somber, bitter old guy that's cracking the whip as a drill instructor, because it takes a lot to get it together, to get right, to really make it happen in the terms of life and everything that goes on in life. So I don't ever want to downplay that for people who going through something while they're pursuing their dreams. So I want to be enthusiastic, man. I want to believe in people. I want to really see the vision that you see to move forward. So,
I think if you guys download these cheat sheets, and I can show that you guys are downloading these cheat sheets, that he's going to get excited. He's going to get excited. And I think if we can get him excited, and I think we can deliver the dates for the Academy sooner than later, and I think when we deliver the dates for the Academy, then he's going to feel the pressure. And pressure makes diamonds.
Our bust pipes.
Our videographer, our editor is bananas. Shout out to Rob.
Shout out to Double R
the Great, man. We didn't give Double R the Great his credit, man, his flowers. Shout out to the new homie on the team helping us out, man. Yes, Double R the Great. He gonna make sure we get the audio and video right. Yes, the newest addition to the squad, man. So shout out to you guys again.
I am Tony. I am the Connect Gidry.
I am your boy Kingpin, a.k.a. Rapjuggernaut, and this is the Uncut Game Podcast. Peace.